Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. And shout out to all the hosts who like to start trouble and still running their mouths. Blah, 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 blah. I'm this, I'm that. I'm this, I'm that. I'm this, I'm that. I came from this and I came from that. Oh my god, poor little me. Poor fucking thing. Shut your bitch ass up. Oh, Lord, help these people, man. It's not their fault. This retrograde has been so frustrating full of idiots and growing up idiots, too. That's the sad part. Grown people, like, still crying, still acting crazy, still running their mouths. Yada, 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 yada. Shut Hey, Marley, how you doing? You remember, like, yeah, can you hear me now? Okay, cool. Yeah, I had it muted because I was talking shit. You remember Charlie Brown, right? And it had like, what was the character that went "Wah, wah, 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 wah," like they made all that stupid ass noise. Do you remember? Like the character didn't talk, but they went "Wah, wah, wah," like I can't remember if it was Charlie Brown. Was it no, Lionel? Linus? No, Linus talked. Linus, Lucy, Charlie Brown talked. And then there was like another character where they just ran wah wah wah. That's how I hear people's voices these days. Sometimes when I hear people or I see what they're saying, I just think of that character sometimes. Or maybe it was, I don't know. I can't remember. I used to watch that cartoon. Yeah, want want want. It should be wine wine wine. That's what it should be. I remember that character on Charlie Brown all the time, and every time someone like runs their mouth or talks shit, I think of that character all the time. I'm like, yeah, this is them right here. That's what they sound like. Yada yada yada. All day and all fucking night. I honestly feel like people don't even sleep. It's like they must sleep like maybe 2 or 3 hours when nobody's around, and then they go right back to like as soon as somebody comes live, they must have like a zap notification. Oh, let me go bore this person's life. Or let me go in here and deal with this person because they're gonna listen to me rant, rave, and cry. That's some funny ass shit. I witnessed the most funny and craziest shit in my entire life this year. Grown ass fucking adults acting like little fucking children. Oh, hold on. Let me not swear because I swear too much. I swear like a sailor. See my boat? I would do that anyway because I come from Bermuda. We got boats here. I used to have a boat, so I used to be a sailor. That's why I cursed like that, sweetheart. In case you didn't know, but you wouldn't know nothing like that anyway because you're home all day doing fucking nothing. Splish splash. Oh boy. Sometimes it's so hard not to give my energy to people. People play victim all day, every day. Fuck, it's annoying. One thing I hate about growing up people is playing victim. My ex brother in law is like that. This hood's like that. And these people, like, they're all like begging and loving attention. Like, it's like this narcissistic. Actually, you know what? I think she is narcissistic. I think she really is. And that's probably why ain't nobody want her dumb ass. Cause she be trying to like butter up herself, trying to make herself look good, and still nobody fucking gives a shit. Everybody knows you're fucking whack. I knew it from day one, but I said, nah, it's cool. Yeah, it is. I some days like when I started like sometimes when I think about it, I say to myself, you know what, Mark, man, don't even worry about it. But like it doesn't drain me, it just frustrates me. Like the drainage I have is from the heat, but it drains certain people. I think it must drain her that I still like go back and forth and diss shit out of her. But you know, it's just like my ex brother in law. He'll lie till the cows come home. He'll lie all fucking day and all night, play victim all day and all night. He'll like turn our truth into lies, and he'll never acknowledge the truth. He'll always beat around the bush. And people like that, it makes you want to like choke him and fucking beat him. Like that's why there's so much violence in the world right this year. That's why you see so many videos of people getting slapped up. People had enough. Like people are getting provoked so much that they wanna be violent. And see, that's the biggest challenge to me with a human being is to not give somebody an energy. Like, and I've been told that since day one. 10, 20 years ago when I was coming on these chat rooms and listening to people, and they always used to say the same thing. They always used to say, don't give people your energy. And it's so hard not to because you try to defend yourself or you try to like say certain things to justify what somebody's done. And then sometimes you never learn that lesson, or you try your best, but you get to the point where you get so fucking annoyed that you just like say, okay, yeah, let me just like chill out, or you just say, you know what, it doesn't matter what I say, this person's never gonna change. And I've been trying to teach that to everybody, but yet there's some days where I would snap and I would like say shit about my brother-in-law or somebody who annoys me or something like that because it's only so much you can take. Like you get so fed up and you're like, look, let me tell you something. You want to go down this route? No problem. You do this, this, and this, so shut up. And then when you point out the things that they do, right? They still live in denial. That's what's even more frustrating because you'll point out what they do, and then right, they'll still live in denial. They'll still say that they don't do that, or they won't even acknowledge what you said, and they'll go on to something else, and it makes you just want to go, ugh, you know. And it's like, why did I even give this person any time of day? Like, yeah, exactly, yeah, it is hard, but it's something that I think that myself have to like learn more and more every day. I feel like I'm a lot better than I was because sometimes I'll be like really like you know let it get to me so much that I don't even like sleep or don't even like function. But those days are gone. Now it's just a thing where I just say, you know what? I'll say what I have to do and make a joke about it, and I'm cool. Like I can move on the next day and I'll be fine. Whereas before, I don't think I could ever do that because I took it too personally. You know, not sensitive shit, but like personal shit. Especially when you do a lot for somebody, or you do like you like waste a lot of time talking to the person, or if you read for this person like for a long period of time, and they do some dumb shit, you're like, you know what? What do you not understand what happened? Like, yeah, exactly. Hey Maria, how you doing, darling? Well, that's good. As long as it was worth it, Maria, that's all that matters. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Marley. But you know, it's happened on here millions of times. Like you form a community, you form like a friendship, you form like a bunch of people who have same interests, and there's always that one person who goes off the rails, or that one person that wants everybody to be connected to their energy in their lives. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, when are you gonna stop? Oh yeah, or maybe you gotta find out who he is. You gotta find out if he's a reader on YouTube. You both might be asking the same questions. See? Some people do it for fun, and some people do it for real. You know. Hey, Lucky. Hey, Claudia. How you guys doing? He said he wants to start a business. Oh well, yeah. It can become a business. A person could be a full time reader if they want to, if they're really good. The thing is being about the things are yeah, that's it. You can have a lot of cards and crystals and stones. That still doesn't make you a great reader. You know what I mean? What makes you a great reader is connecting to spirit. Because without connecting to them, those cards, those stones, those crystals don't mean shit. Spirit has to give you the answers. So if this person's connected with spirit and they're doing good, then hey, go for it. Yeah, yeah, I do get an older guy talking to him, so that probably is the guy. Yeah, he must really trust Walter because a person who does psychic stuff or psychic readings probably don't want people to come in their house like that. You know, if it's a dark room, that's not good. He might be doing some voodoo shit. I never call nothing, no room around here dark. Fuck that. I don't want no dark shit around here. I got enough dark ass energy people around my life. I don't need them no more. But a lot of people can do, this type of work full time. But it can become very stressful and annoying. And you'll be like me, part time pain in the asses. Oh God. See, all the confessions are coming out now. See, Claudia said I bought a haunted doll on eBay. It's been sitting in my living room. See what I have to do with these people? See, look, she wants a haunted doll in her fucking on their living room. Hell no. Okay. Hopefully he does better or he's okay. Frankie's a cool guy. He just got caught up in between hoes and bros. I can't handle like dolls or like photographs of people that I don't know looking at me and shit. I can't handle shit like that. No, no, ain't my twin flame. Hell no. No, no. You said it right, teen flame. Yeah. Ain't my damn twin. That's your friend. That's your BFF. I got another one like her in here now. Well, not in here, but used to be. Actually, the one that's the latest one is she's not as bad as Twin Flame, but Twin Flame was by far the worst. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I said. I said he got caught up between me and Twin Flame. Yes, he. I said bros and hoes. See, I was his bro, but he chose the hoe. Most men would choose a hoe over our bro. Not me though. That ain't happen. I'll choose my bros over hers any day. Yeah, they were friends. I got introduced to him by her. Yeah, because he used to also be in S's room. That's where I met him too. Because he was like, I met everybody in her room, in S's room, right? What's up, Fever? How you doing, bro? I know Marley. Claudia be crazy. She got some haunted doll. Oh, it's not negative? Okay, well then why is it called a haunted doll? It's supposed to haunt people that come in your room or come in your living room. If somebody comes, anybody, don't go to Claudia's house. Because Claudia's house, when you go in the living room and you see the doll, and you say, and you look at Claudia and you say, oh my God, what is she wearing? When you leave, you're going to get diarrhea. That's what's going to happen to you if you go to Claudia's house. Well, people that like, go into your house might have an issue, you know. Cool, Fever. All right, Maria, I got your donation. I'll check. Pain in the ass. All right, let's see. All right. Nah, that's cool, Lucky. I don't want no more friends, to be honest. I like Frankie. He's cool and all that, but if he still has his channel, I'll go check him out. But he banned me from his channel because he chose Ho over bro. So I'll leave him alone. I'll leave him alone. I'll leave him alone. You can be his friend. That's cool. I don't want nobody else's friends around me no more. Because every time other people's friends come around me, they do dumb shit. So they leave me alone. If you want to mention my name to Frankie and whatever, that's cool. Tell him I said I hope he has a great life. All right, so Maria, hey Mystical. Maria, what I'm getting here is this guy tells Walter, right? The psychic guy, he tells Walter that, his life, about his family. Looks like he's got like family issues. Um, he's trying to get Walter. Remember, I told you this guy, there's a guy, older guy, trying to help Walter get his life together. But Walter's like suspicious of Taro. Like he's suspicious of like what the guy has to say to him. Like he hears him, but he's like, I don't know if I believe this shit, or I don't know if I want to deal with this. So the guy's trying to convince him that, tarot is real and psychic stuff is real and all that type of stuff is real, but like Walter still doubts everything and he's embarrassed to tell the guy like the truth. He's embarrassed to tell him the truth type of thing. I don't think Walter gets readings from him, but the guy tries to help Walter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Walter gets readings from him, but like Walter's like, yeah, whatever, it's bullshit ass tarot stuff, whatever. Well, see, Lucky, I don't know if that guy, I don't know if he still talks to all those people. And if he does, I don't want nothing to do with him. Because I don't want nothing to do with anybody who associates with those people that we used to associate with. I stay far away from people who associate with them. So if he's still cool with all of them, I don't want nothing to do with him. But like I said, I wish him well. You want to be cool with him, that's fine. I'm not gonna look at you no different. Like I tell everybody, you want to be cool with somebody I'm not cool with, I don't give a shit. It won't affect me and you. But one day when you get affected by that person like I did, and you come and tell me, oh look, this person did me wrong too, then we can talk about it. But otherwise that I really don't care. Like you can be friends with anybody you want. I don't have to like who you like, and you don't have to like who I like. We can all be friends with whoever we want. I ain't never gonna tell nobody you're friends with that person, so you can't be friends with me. But what I'm saying is in his case, you know, if he still associates with all of them, no thanks. All right, Maria, let me check. Lucky, leave me alone. I'm doing a reading for Maria. Pain in the ass. Maria, what I'm getting here with you and Walter in the next couple of days, Walter's still going to like speak to you, talk to you, hang out with you. Um, he thinks that sometimes that people want too much from him, and he doesn't like want to make. He wants to make sure that he gives you everything that you need. He thinks that sometimes uh, he thinks that he's okay with you accepting the tarot thing and stuff because I got the high priestess here. So he's okay with you liking it. Just don't elaborate too much on what you do, obviously, right? But also, he just like he anticipates things to be bad. But then on the other hand, he says to himself, I'm gonna personally deal with Maria the way I need to and close off everything else. So between you and him, it's gonna be good for the next couple of days. I see you guys hanging out, see you guys being okay with each other, all that type of stuff. It's more about him. It's more about like him like being passionate about certain things and like struggling, trying to make things together. So what how you feel about how he feels is right. Like your intuition is right about him. He is feeling kind of, this way, but he's been feeling this way forever. You see what I'm saying? He's been feeling stuck and anticipating the worst. He's one of those people. A lot of people, they always like think of the worst, that something's gonna happen to him. And if you keep thinking that way, then it's never gonna like, get better. But he's looking forward to making money. He's looking forward to being grateful, and he's trying to find the combination between doing both things, having a relationship with you, his work and things like that, and putting it all together. So I don't get nothing bad here. It's just I think he's really working on himself, and he wants to make sure that you understand where he comes from every day. Like whatever he tells you, he wants you to understand. He's telling you like the truth, and he's telling you like what he wants to do, what his plans are, all that type of shit. Like there's nothing bad there. It's just that he wants to make sure that he sorts his shit out and doesn't become off selfish like it's me, 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 you know? I guess ice cream must be the thing because everybody has been eating ice cream. Even everybody got me eating ice cream again. I tried staying away from. So I pulled you some more cards, and it says we will be together again. This is like the same cards that I got for you the other day. It says, I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. And then I get, I'm not the same person that you remember. So if he was like a certain way before, he's trying to be different now. You know? Twin flame journey cards is what these are called. Because you're like the only person I know in here that has a twin flame. My old so-called twin flame, that's Lucky's best friend. She claimed to be my twin flame, but she was my twin blame. You're welcome, Maria. Lucky still mentions her almost every live because she misses her so much. I'm gonna spit out my coffee. Yes, thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Marky. Maria. Yeah, retrograde brings around crazy people and people from your past. That's for sure. I've had a lot of that happen this retrograde. All the things that people say retrograde is actually happen this retrograde, which is usually I like. I always tell everybody retrograde is a myth to me because nothing really happens during the retrograde to me, but this retrograde did for sure. It brought back a lot of people from the past, still is. Even on here, I've had a lot of clients from my past come back, people that I haven't seen forever come back in, bringing back pain in the asses, arguments, communication, things like that. Bullshit, as usual. Best was to you too, Maria. Don't tell Walter you've been kissing me. Yeah, I know we still got a long time to go, Marley. It's shitty. And I hate to say it, but as we get to the final stages, it kind of gets worse. And I hope it doesn't. I hope this one was reversed. That the worst is gone and now that it's going to end because it's ending. So that's good. I hope so. Because I'm really getting tired of this fucking retrograde shit. It's been annoying. It's been very annoying. But I blame the retrograde every day, though. I'm going to blame the retrograde every day. Hell yeah. I'm sick and tired of taking the blame. Retrograde's got to take the blame now. Oh no. All right, I'll pull some marquee cards. Marley, you want some? You want your daily message for today? Mystical is 111. It's 1211 here. I saw 1111 earlier. All right, let's see what we get for Miss Marley. Gotta make a wish. Don't be wishing for ice cream either. All right. All right. Your first card, Marley, is don't blame life, blame the way you live it. So if something's not going right, don't blame life. Just say, okay, I gotta live it a different way. Then I got you're on the right path if you're happy right now. And your angels and ancestors are protecting you. Just ask them for help. Yay. All right. Nah, I don't never get tired. That's why Milton stays with you guys, making sure he keeps your ass in gear. All right, Lucky, you want some cards, and Mystical, you want a message, and whoever else is in here, I'll give you a message if you want. Fever, if you're here, I'll give you a message. I'm trying to think of the people that came in here. Hey, Barbie, good morning. How you doing? All right, so Lucky, there is no communication at the moment between you and someone that you want communication with. You deserve love, not pain, because you're a pain in the ass. And someone new is coming in your life, friend or lover. Hopefully, it's a lover and they take you away so I ain't got to deal with you. All right, so Mystical and Fever, I'll get you guys next. Barb, I'll give you a message too. All right, so Fever. Okay, Marley, no problem, Lucky. Trying to play the Lupin third time on Pika. All right, Fever. Oh, shit. Cards are jumping up. All right, Fever, let's see what we get for you. Oh, I like these. It's my favorite card. Fever, laugh at your haters and give them more to hate on. So keep doing more on your channel, keep doing more stuff. Laugh at them haters and give them more to hate on you for. Sounds about right. Silence is better than bullshit. It's my other favorite card. And lastly, you have your work life or job will get better. Oh, sure, Claudia. I didn't know if you were here or not. I thought you was inside your living room. But yeah, I'll give you one. No problem. I'll give everybody a card. No problem. Oh, they should have never told me that. That's cool. All right, Mystical, you're next. All right, Mystical, forgive yourself for dealing with them. So if there's someone in your life that you feel like you dealt with them, but you got and you don't want to forgive them, all you gotta do is forgive yourself for dealing with them. Don't lend money if you want it back. So somebody might ask you for money or ask you for something. Don't give it to them because if you want it back, you ain't gonna get it. And one of my other favorite cards, rejection is God's protection. Amen. All right, I won't mention it no more, Claudia. Interesting. I'll let you pick the burns out of that, okay? You're welcome, Mystical. And thank you for my message as well. And guys, if you don't know Mystical, she has her own channel too. And she does messages and readings. We have a good time over there and talk and have fun. She's my morning reader because in her night it's my morning. So when I get up in the morning, she's live sometimes. So I'll go in there and we'll have fun and talk and stuff. Hey Joey, how you doing, my brownie twin? I had some fudge chocolate brownie ice cream, and I was thinking about you. All right, next is Barbie. Yeah, I got my second cup of coffee right here. I'm enjoying it. It's raining here in Bermuda. All right, so Barbie, this card has come up. So it says use COVID as a motivation, not an excuse. So if you still are being affected by the COVID shit, use it as a motivation, not an excuse. Stay positive so positive things happen to you. And remember that everything happens for a reason. Yes, I know you always say that too. You always say you drink that blend. I love my coffee. Same here. I can't live without coffee. Hell no. All right, Claudia, you're next. Not really. It's not that humid. It's got like a little tiny breeze, but it's kind of cloudy. It's just cloudy and kind of sprinkling that aggravating sprinkle. But it's supposed to clear up later on, and I might go play golf with my nephews. You're welcome, Barbie. So I hear the shower gun, the bathroom, the water's running. So I think one of them's taking a shower now. We're probably gonna grab some lunch or something. I'm sure they're gonna text me in a little while and say, "Hey, bro, let's go get some lunch." All right, Claudia, let's see what we got for you. One, two. All right, Claudia. All right, Claudia. Someone is stalking your social media. Know your worth and remember that. And if you believe, you shall receive. Yeah, it's 12:20 here. 12:21. I had breakfast already. I'll probably have lunch with my nephews today. You're welcome, Claudia. Joey, would you like a message or anybody else in here want a message? Let me know if I haven't given you one already. All right. You also got this card. Rejection is God's protection. So whoever rejected you, it's because God wanted to protect you. You may feel emotional at the moment or have been feeling emotional sometimes. And this could be to do with being rejected in some way or thinking about the past or something like that. But remember that you deserve love, not pain. This card's come out like 3 times now, too. You deserve love, not pain. Amen. All right, I'm going to see what I get. Yeah, it is. You're welcome, Joey. Anytime, my brownie twin. All right, so me, I got fuck's sake. It all came up, all messed up. Damn. I gotta shuffle it again. Give me a second. It was all stuck together. The cards were up or flipped the other way around. I had to flip the other cards around. Hold on a second. All right, that's better. All the cards are there. All right. My first card is what goes around comes around. Damn right. It's easy to get rid of people, block, delete, and F off. And if you give 100%, then make sure you get 100% back. That sounds like the story of my life. And on the bottom it says, stay positive so positive things happen to you. Yeah, it is. It's shitty ass weather. How is Diamond? She kind of had a bad night last night. I don't know what happened to her, but she was huffing and puffing the whole night. I woke up twice during the night and came down here to see her because I kind of got worried about her. She was constantly huffing and puffing. Like all I heard all night was like she was moving around. She was going. So something was up with her last night. I don't know what the hell happened to her, but now she's perfectly fine. She's laying here on the ground. She's not huffing and puffing. She's laying on the tile. She's had water. She had a biscuit and a treat today. I gave her some cookies. She's just laying here looking out the window. She's perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't know why she's hot though, because I'm living in the same place and I'm not hot at all. I have my AC on, my fans on. It's nice and cool in here. It's like 68 degrees in here. So it's way better than outside. It's 20 degrees less. And that's what I said last night. And she goes through these phases where I don't know if dogs get hot flashes or menopause or whatever the fuck you people get. But maybe she's going through something. But she burped a lot. So maybe she had like heartburn or something. But I don't know why she would have heartburn, because last night I had pizza and some like chicken wings and a little bit of French fries. I had a little bit of each. And I gave her the pizza crust. And the pizza crust probably had like a little bit of sauce on it. And her problem is she inhales everything. She doesn't chew anything. Everything that goes in that damn mouth goes right down the hatch, you know? And she just like, because of the every time I give her people food, she has like a problem. Yeah. And she like she's been acting weird for a while now. Yeah, she's worse than a damn seagull. Like she just swallows everything that she like when I give her her regular food, her pedigree food or whatever I give to her, like dry and wet at the same time. It's two bowls, the water bowl and the food bowl. She'll devour everything within like 2 to 3 minutes. She'll completely clean her bowl. And then she'll drink half the water. She'll go pee. She might go poo. And then she'll come back to the pool and look at me. And then she'll go to her water bowl and try and drink all the water. It's like she's never seen food and water in her life. And it doesn't make any sense to me because she's never been like that before. But someone on here made a very good point. I can't remember who it was, but there's a lot of cats around here now. And I think that one of the cats come here and drink her water or try to find like leftover food on the ground or something. And she must smell the cat or whatever. So she wants to make sure she devours all her food and all her water so the cat doesn't get to it. Somebody said that that could be it as well, why she's so aggressive eating her food and drinking her water. So I thought that that was interesting point, because before there was cats around here, because there wasn't that many cats around here, but now there's a lot. And when she's not present outside and she's over here, it gives a cat the. And my sister said that she saw the cat drinking drinking the water and trying to eat whatever leftover food was in there. Um, I wouldn't say that she's gained weight. She's been like the same weight all the time. Between she fluctuates between 70 and 76, 78, something like that. She's always been like 70 pounds for the past couple years, 70 something pounds. But when the doctor came here in January to give her her physical, they said she was 74 pounds. And they said, look, she can lose some weight because they feel like she's a bit overweight. But they didn't say that she was so overweight you got to put her on a diet. And I told the doctor, I told the veterinarians, I said, look, this dog eats one can of dog food and one can of dry food once a day. That's it. She eats once a day a big meal, and it's usually at in the afternoon around 5:30, something around that. In the morning, I give her one big bone treat and maybe a cookie or two. That's it. And I said she drinks at least 2 gallons to 3 gallons of water a day. No matter when it's winter or summer, she drinks a lot of water. And my pit bull, that I had for 15 years. He was the same weight and he did the same thing. But he ate more than Don. He ate twice a day because he's just as big as her. So then they're like, the vet's like, oh well, her heart is fine. Her heart's beating like a 2-year-old dog, and she's so happy. Look at her, and I'm like, and her coat, her fur, like her coat is so clean and so nice. And they always praise me for taking good care of her. That's it. They never say anything's wrong with her. And I've given like pee samples, poo samples, you know, I told the vet everything, and they said, look, nothing's wrong with her. It's just that she's getting old. And the only problem she really has is her gums. Like her gums are messed up and her breath like is nasty. But I give her like dental treats and she enjoys them. She still eats and drinks and runs around every now and then. She's perfectly fine. Yeah, we have a the person who hey Joanna, how you doing? Yeah, she's not a fat dog where she can't move. She's a big dog. This dog's big. And before, like her ribs used to show and all that. And then the doctor was like, okay, you got to give her some more food, this and that. But she's 10 years old. What you can't expect more from a 10-year-old dog, you know? Did I read about health? I mean, yeah, I don't really read about it, but I like with her, I already know what it is. Is I think that yeah, Marley, that could be it too. They're inside dogs, but Diamond's inside and out. She spends a lot of time outside, especially during the you know, you know. Hey Tanya, how you doing? I mean, it could be like numerous things. Some people say it's diabetes. Some people say it's this and that, but she just got checked in May. So May was 2 months ago, and the vet says that she's perfectly fine. See, the people who earn the vets that come here, they're very good friends of mine and my sisters. Like it's a couple, it's a married couple, and I've known the guy's name's Mark too. He's a very good friend of ours. We've known them for a long time, and they make house calls because for us to take her in the car, it's too much. So she doesn't want to go in the car anyway. And we would have to lift her in the car, and then she gets all like, she gets kind of weird. So, um, so that's why we get the house call. They come to us and they bring a scale, they weigh her, and they say the same thing every time they weigh her, they said, oh, her weight fluctuates. Last time we came here, she was 2 pounds less. The other time they came here, she was 4 pounds more. And I'm like, well, you're coming at a time where she just drank a shitload of water, so her weight's gonna be more, you know? You should come first thing in the morning, that way you can get her real weight. But they come in there when they want to, like, No, but she's fine. She's fine right now. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I don't believe anything's wrong with her. I just feel like she probably had heartburn last night because I gave her like pizza crust and some chicken wing, like chicken from the chicken wing and stuff like that, and a couple of French fries. I gave her a little bit, not that much. But when she eats people food like I gave her last night, she probably got indigestion because she's so dumb that she swallows all the food. She doesn't chew it. She'll get the pizza crust and go, and it's like, what the fuck what are you doing? Chew the damn thing. So she does it to herself and she never learns. She's an ignorant dog. And I tell her slowly, don't eat it all. When I give it to her, like, even if I give her like little pieces, she's swallowing that shit. She doesn't care. She wants to eat everything in her sight, like she came from some ungodly country with no food. She's just like, she just acts dumb sometimes. So last night I woke up like twice throughout the night to come down here to see her because she was huffing and puffing. And then now, and she barked like 3 times when I was down here with her. And then I laid down next to her, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Barb. It's a regular thing to me. Cause I had a dog before this, and I had um, a 15-year-old pit bull, and he did the same shit, you know? That, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, something's wrong with your dog." I'm like, "Nothing's wrong with this damn dog. It's just the way they are." They're stupid. They just inhale everything in their sight. They're greedy animals. They're weird like that. You know? They just do dumb shit. And see, I'm to blame too because I shouldn't give her people food, you know? Fever, you know what? The when I put dry food in her bowl, I put a half a cup of water in there. Because the vet told me that because she's older now, she's 10 years old, that for her bowel movements to be better and her like poo to come out softer, I have to water down her food every time I give it to her. So the dry food I give her is very small. And what I do is I put the dry food in first, I put the water in there, and I leave it there for like a minute or two so the water soaks into the dry food. So when she swallows it and it comes out of her, it's nice, it doesn't affect her digestion. But the problem is when I give her people food, she gets so excited that she devours it in a minute. And then, so I honestly, I feel bad when I eat my food and I want to give her like a piece of the pizza crust or a French fry or a piece of chicken. I feel like she deserves it. And when she's looking at me and the drool's dripping down her mouth, I give her a piece of my food, which I shouldn't because it made her have heartburn yesterday. But it's also her fault because she devours everything like a crazy ass dog. But yeah, yep. So that's it. That's cool, Joanna. And I'm an animal person. I love animals. I love cats. I've had tons of cats. I've had a few dogs. Um, but yeah. See, I don't really give her a lot of seasoned meat. I give her like fish sometimes. And that's another thing I gave her yesterday. I gave her a piece of fish, you know? Yeah, it was good. The pizza is always good from the place I go to. They just aggravated me because I ordered the pizza at 6:45, and I didn't get the pizza till almost 7:20 because when I got there, they had messed up my order, and I was so pissed. So I'm like, what happened to my order? I've been here waiting for like 20 minutes. You told me 20 minutes is going to be finished. I'm here and nothing's there. So then, you know, the woman says, "Oh, Mark, 10 more minutes." So 10 minutes go by, and I end up waiting another 10 minutes. So I waited almost 40 minutes to get a damn pizza and some wings and and fries. And I got it for me and my nephews. So they were all like, "Where the hell are you?" I'm like, "These fucking idiots messed up my order." And the first thing I said was, "Yep, retrograde again." I was like, "It doesn't matter what I get or what I do, the retrograde be affecting everything." I don't understand how like you tell me on the phone, okay, yes, okay, the price is this, and it'll be ready in 20 minutes. So I went to the grocery store to waste time. I come back after 20 minutes and it's still not there, and then end up waiting another 20 minutes. It ends on the 10th of August. Well, Barbie, that's what they say, you know? It's just like us. You know, they say that, oh, we're only supposed to eat this. Nobody's supposed to eat pork because in the Bible it says don't eat pork because you'll die. And man, my granny was 94 years old. She ate pork more than any other thing in the world, and she lasted till 94 years old. Come on, man. My granny, when she was like 91, she was eating squash with the damn skin and everything. And we told her, "Oh, you're not supposed to eat the skin." She goes, "Huh?" And we was like, "Look, just leave her alone. She's cool." And my mom would laugh, and my dad goes, "Ah, leave her alone. She's fine." And she was drinking tap water from our tanks for years. She never bought no water. My granny was cheap as shit. She weren't buying no bottled water. She took that shit right out of the tank. We have tanks underneath our house that collect water from our roofs, and it gets filtered through our system. And we can drink the water if we want to, right? Which we do anyway. And a lot of the older people use the water that from our tanks to boil water, to make their tea. Man, my granny made it to 94 years old, and she ate all the things that everybody says not to eat, and she had diabetes, and she still ate all the shit that she wanted to. She didn't even know what she was eating. Sometimes she just put it in her mouth. She didn't give a shit. Her taste buds were gone, and she had dentures. It's getting dark here again. Looks like we're getting some more rain now. I can see it in the radar. We're getting another little shower coming. Another little more rain. Yeah, I know, Joanna. I love her to death too. That's why I came down here and made sure she was okay. Because when she pants like that, um, so I think it was you or somebody said that when they act like that, they're in pain. But I believe that. But I think it's because of, I believe it's because of the heartburn she had from eating the people food. Because when I eat pizza and chicken wings, I get heartburn too. So maybe I shouldn't have gave her that, and maybe I won't give it to her no more. Because for her to bark like 3 times in a row, and then she was okay after that, she's fine now because the heartburn's probably gone now. See, she's right here on the ground, sprawled out, no huffing, no puffing, no nothing, and it's the same temperature it was yesterday. It's the same thing. She's okay. Barbie, the doll story was Claudia. She said that she had ordered a haunted doll and put it in her living room from eBay. And every time I mention the doll, she says she has a little glitch now. So I can't mention it too much because Claudia will have glitches and or like something will happen. But she said I told her that the doll probably protects her in a good way. When somebody comes in her house and talks shit about her or somebody talks shit, the doll gets them. So I was just teasing, you know. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You can do. But the best thing for her is just to let her barp it out, you know. Hey Becca, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? How's the baby? And how are you? You back home yet? Barbie, you're gonna have to ask Claudia about that. Oh, you're holding her now? Give her a kiss for Grandpa. Give her a kiss for Grandpa Marky. Becca had a baby girl uh this past week. She's so cute. See, Becca's my daughter, and then my spiritual daughter, and now Becca had a baby girl, so now I'm a grandpa now. So I'm Grandpa Marky. Yeah. So yes, Becca had a baby girl. She's happy. Baby's good. She's good. That's all that matters. Her name's Abigail. Yeah. I'm sure they're probably gonna call her Abby, because I know a lot of Abigails here in Bermuda. I know about 3 or 4 of Abigails, and they call them Abby. The recovery has been good. Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad that everything's okay. A Leo baby. Oh boy. Like we needed another Leo in the world. There's good Leos though. I tease Leos. These Leos are my opposite. Yeah, she's the strength card. See, so the strength card is she takes control. She'll take control of her life. She'll take control of the situations in her life, and she'll make sure she's not fucked with in any way, and do her thing. See, and you're the mother. You're the Libra, so you be fine. You be tough cookies. Yes, a lioness. Yeah, fire sign. Yes, she'll be fine. See, Joey's my favorite Aries. You know, I don't really like Aries women too much, but Joey's my favorite right now. Joey's my favorite brownie twin Aries. The only other Aries that I like is Elizabeth, my friend. Used to come in here. Yeah, she converted me to liking Aries. Yeah, I had to like one Aries at least or two. You know, it's so funny to see how soft she's made my baby daddy. I never seen him so tender. Oh, hey, babies can change your life. Having my nephews in my arms changed my life too. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I was always scared to deal with babies. But when my first nephew came and I held him in my arms because his mother and father didn't like me anyway, right? So when he came to my mom's house, when my first nephew uh, was being taken care of by my mom will call me and say, "Hey, your nephew's here. Come see him, because they're going out to dinner. So you can come down here and be with your nephew." I said, "Okay, thanks, mom." So we had a plan. So every time he went to my mom's house, I would go down there and see him. And it's fucked up because like you don't get along. I didn't get along with my sister and her husband. But the kids now, they love me and they talk to me all the time, right? But I remember like holding him in my arms, giving him a baby bottle, the milk and all that. Patting his back, seeing him burp, looking at me and stuff with them blue eyes, and saying to myself, hopefully one day I have my own, but that hasn't happened yet. But then after that, 5 more came, so I had 6. So I've had all 6 of my nephews in my arms from the day they were born till to the day I couldn't hold them anymore. And now we're all still close and we're all still, together. So having kids is can change your life, that's for sure. Change it in a good way or a bad way. Some men run. They're like, I can't take this shit. I can't take this baby crying all day. I gotta get my sleep. Wah. You have no problem making a damn baby, but you don't want to take care of it. And some women are the same way too. They can't handle it. That's why being a great mom is one of the biggest tasks in the world. And if you become a great mom, then you'll have great kids. Good morning, Rudy. How you doing? How you feeling today? Better? Yeah, I can't remember who that is, Joey. I think it was somebody. I can't remember now. Yeah, that's good, Beck. I'm glad. I'm glad that he's like that because it's hard to find a man who actually gives a shit. And and I can say the same thing about a woman too, but but most men, they don't want nothing to do with like babies and all that. They can't handle that. My mom used to tell me that my dad never wanted to change diapers. He never wanted to hold the baby like when it was young. But when we got like three, four, five, my dad was always doing shit with us. Like, 'cause my dad, he's very nervous around like holding a baby or doing something wrong. He wasn't really like, he's a great dad. He's a pain in my ass, but he's a good dad. He did everything for us. He did everything for his children. But he didn't like the baby part of like the thing. Like he wouldn't get up during the night and go change a diaper and shit. My mom says, this man makes me crazy. He don't want to do nothing. But then, like when you get like 2, 3 years old, my dad would be a lot more like into having the parent the child. I agree, Fever. Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? Boo. Yeah. Give me a second here. My nephew's texting me about something. Let me see. Okay, it's not gonna. Wait, it's going the opposite way. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. You know what, Joanna? They are hard work, and I've taken care of my nephews for years. My oldest nephew is 23, and the youngest is 15, and I've taken care of all of them. I've changed their diapers. I've taught them how to read and write, and I've taught them how to play games. I've taught them a lot. They've learned a lot from me, and I will continue to always be there for them like they're my own children. And all six of them, if you put them all together and you ask them who their favorite uncle is, they're going to say me. I can put my life on that. And I don't even have to try. I already am the best uncle I can be to all of them. And I love all of them equally. I have my favorite, obviously, but they're good boys, and I'm so proud of them because they've gone to college, they've graduated, they got jobs. The youngest two that live next to me, I see them every day. Um, even when they're away on trips, they talk to me all the time. I'm their go-to person, besides their mother. Sometimes my sister says that she feels like her kids love me more than her. And I said that's not the case. I said what it is, they can relate to me more because I'm a man. So, when they're if you had daughters, they would be relating to you more because you're female. So they love me a lot and I love them too. But now that they're older, they're still a pain in the ass. They talk back. They a lot of some of them lack respect, and some of them like think that I could say whatever I want. You know. Then I remind them who they're talking to, and then we go from there. I don't really have bad and negative situations with them. Sometimes I gotta put them in their place and tell them about themselves, and then they understand that I'm only doing what's best for them. But at the end of the day, I love them like they're my own kids. So yeah, Becca, I shouldn't even have posted that shit, but some people act so crazy. It's like a never ending story, you know? People are like, the person I'm talking about in that post, they just don't get it. It's like these that person's so delusional, they're living in their own world. And I had to remind them what they actually do. talk to their fucking self. I can't stand people like that, you know? All you do, everywhere you go, you always talk about yourself all the time. Everything is you. Me. You know, and then you deny everything in your life, and you're not the problem, everybody else is. That's narcissistic shit, you know? How many times do I tell people on here you have to take accountability for your own actions? You should talk to people, you should communicate with people, you should talk to each other about the problem. But this person refused to do all the above. So you rather go in these chat rooms and talk shit about me indirectly, and then you say things in a way where you're poking at me, and you think that I don't know what you're saying. I know you very well. I've known you for over a year, so I know who you are. But it's all good. Like I said, hopefully that's the last time I have to post about that person and tell them about themselves. But some people never learn. They're so narcissistic and caught up in their own lives that they don't see the big picture. And somebody can tell them what's going on and tell them about themselves, right? But they will still never learn. They'll still think that no, it's their fault. It was like my sister when she had her divorce. She was blaming her ex-husband 24/7. And I pulled her to the side. I said, "Listen to me. You're gonna come over to my apartment. I need to talk to you all by yourself. Turn your fucking phone off and you're gonna listen to me." I said, "Let me tell you something. It's not all his fault. Okay? You have to take accountability for being with him, dealing with him, having children with him, getting married to him, knowing who he really was, ignoring the fact that you tried to fix him and he wouldn't get better, he got worse. And now you're going to get a divorce so you can fix your life, right? So fix your life, stop worrying about who's to blame, and take accountability for your own actions." And when I said that, she cried and she said, "Mark, you're right. I never looked at it like that, but you're right." And I said, "I told you already. What's happened is happened. Take accountability. Forgive yourself for dealing with him. Yes, he is a big problem, but remember, it takes two. So if you can humble yourself and take accountability for your actions, right, then that's all that matters. But if you're getting attacked, if you're like being lied about, that pisses me off. If you're gonna come around here and claim I say shit, then what is that? And then you claim things and then you don't clarify things and then you don't pull me aside and say anything to me. You did it before, but you won't do it now. Why? And what makes you think you're so relevant? And like I say on here many times, when I talk on here, if I want to say your name, I will. But if I don't, I'm going to generalize things. So this person loves attention so much that they made it seem like, oh yeah, he's attacking me. He's talking about me. Bitch, you're irrelevant. I would never talk about you in here unless now where I'm clarifying things. And I know she was in here last night because she was in a room this morning saying that I was cursing and carrying on. So I know she came in here because she comes in here all the time. Because everybody that's her friend or was her friend is in here. So she has nowhere else to go. So she always goes where our friends are. And that's our problem. You ruined what you had because of stupid shit. When you could have just, you know, talked to me, but you didn't. And then you posted about me and then you took it down. Why? Because you feel guilty. And then you were still in a room today talking about and denying everything you do. So you don't make no sense. You're a narcissist because you can't admit your fault. And you have no proof of what if I did anything to you, you have no proof. You just claim shit and assume shit. but you have no proof, nothing. Because if you did, why is everybody in here? See what I mean? So yeah, that's what that post is about. And I should have never posted it, to be honest, because I should have never gave it my energy. But I'm kind of glad I did, because she obviously saw it and she was in a room this morning talking shit again and denying what she does. So ain't nothing changed. I wasted my time, but it's all good. Some people are stuck on stupid. Okay, Joey, take care. Well, Fever, I did block and ignore them, but they're still they're still like, running their mouth, which is annoying. Like, it's like, just shut up already, you know? Always playing victim like you never did anything. And then you prove that you're doing something when you're in that person's room. She did it again this morning. And there she knows I was in the room and you still go in there and talk shit. And I'm like, you just don't give up, do you? And yet she's trying to provoke me to say something to her in the chat. But I'm not going to disrespect this person's chat room, because that's not the right thing to do. But that's what she wants me to do so I can look bad. See what I mean? That's what type of person she is. She probably realizes what she's doing, but she's trying to like get me because she thinks I'm going to do it. And I'm like, you can come in the same chat room as me every day, and I ain't going to acknowledge you, because you ain't worth my acknowledgement. I'm in there for the person who's doing the live and my other friends that are in there. I ain't worried about you. And I don't clog up people's chat rooms with bullshit. I come in there, show my respect. I don't ask for nothing, and that's it. I just chill out. And when I see her in the chat room that I'm in, I just say, look at this shit. She's in here still running her mouth trying to get my fucking attention. And I just say, whatever, I don't care. I already made myself known. You can do what you want now. Say what you want, sweetheart. I don't fucking care. Fever, nah, I'm good, bro. The sad part is we all know who it is. We all know who she is, but she's not worth me talking about and saying her name in here, because that's what she probably wants. But some people know who I'm talking about already. Yeah, of course she was. And then she was talking about me this morning in another person's chat room. And I'm in the background just laughing. Like, I'm saying to myself, look at this shit. This person's whack as fuck. Still in here running your mouth. And I don't even say anything about her in my chat room. I mean, in this person's chat room. I never mentioned her once. But yes, here she comes, looking for attention, poking me again. And I'm like, here you go again. You just never listen. But some people never gonna learn. They just do some shit, like, it's all good. But people do it for a reason. People do it because they want attention and they realize they're wrong, and now they're trying to like be. They're gonna see instead of like keep running your mouth. Maybe you should make amends with the people that you disrespected. Maybe you should admit your faults. Maybe you should admit that, hey, look, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm wrong. Let me tell Mark, look, I apologize, for assuming shit. I apologize for this and that. And maybe that'll get you somewhere, but you don't want to do it because in your beady little mind, you still think that I'm the one who did something to you when I didn't. But whatever, where's the proof? You don't have any. See what I'm saying? It's crazy how this person thinks, and it's like it's delusional. But whatever. I can admit when I'm wrong. It's not a problem. I have done it plenty of times. I'll be the first one to apologize for sure. But hey, some people ain't like that. Yeah, exactly, Claudia. Sometimes you have to do that. All right, Barb, you too, sweetheart. Have a good time. Yeah, Fever, as long as you do that, you be good, you know? And Claudia, there's sometimes just, it's a matter of like saying something and then going about your business. Joanna, uh, she was in here one day and I was generalizing about the past and about how readers are, what people do, like I always do. I talk about my past and how people, have disrespected readers and people that are fake, people that say they're going to do things and they don't. And like just talking randomly, generalizing readers and people and how they act and what they do. I have every right to say what I want. It's my channel, my opinion. It's it's pouring rain now. I just heard, as you can hear it. So she told she went in her friend's room the next day and started talking shit about me. And the guy that she was with put my name in the actual title and was dissing the crap out of me personally, talking about what I look like, what I say. And I'm confused at this moment because I'm like, why would these two talk about me if I've read for these people? I go support them, I talk to them. And if you feel like I'm talking about you, then why you didn't come to me like a grown up and say, "Hey, Mark, we was in your chat and we heard you say some things. Are you referring to us?" So if you feel like I referred to you, then I would have said your name. I have no problem saying people's names in here. I have in the past. But I was generalizing, and everybody in here was confused too because I never mentioned their names at all. But she thinks and he thinks that I was talking about them because they want to be relevant. They wanted to start trouble with me. So I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Why you just, why bash me and talk shit about me and put my name and then you took my name off because you realize you're dumb and you should have never done that, you know? And then she's still going around saying things about me, poking at me after like weeks of this happening. Like, I don't even talk about those people no more. Because I don't. I don't even have to talk about them at all. I didn't even do a reaction video dissing them. I kind of just said, look, these people did this and that, spoke to people on the side and privately, and that's it. Because I'm not going to stoop down to their childish shit. And I never got personal with them either. But now you want to keep poking at me and saying shit and coming into a chat room that I'm a part of, and you still want to come in there and talk shit. And what are you doing with yourself? Absolutely nothing. Both of these people, right? Their channels, whatever they do on there is their problem in their life. And what I do over here is what I do over here. You don't want to be here, then don't come around here. It's not a problem. But you can never say I didn't support you and didn't do shit for you because I did. But if you ask yourself what you do for me, this zero they've done for me. And I still gave them the time of day. And then you want to say that I said shit about you? Whatever. Where's the proof? You have none. It's all speculation and all I want to make trouble. And that's why both of these people, you can't tell them nothing. They're just weirdos. Like they're just crazy people that don't have nothing else better to do than to go after somebody that you got. How the fuck do you get readings from somebody, right? And support somebody and then talk shit about them? And this has happened to me not once, not twice, but several times. And I never ever do anything to like disrespect anybody unless I've been disrespected. See what I'm saying? So why are you acting like that for what? And these are adults, you know? So it don't make no sense to me. Exactly, Marley. And then they wonder why nobody goes in their room and talks to him anymore. Because that shit's disrespectful. You didn't have to go that far. And you didn't have to do all that extra shit for what? When you could have just came to me like human beings do and talk. You know why they didn't? I'll tell you why they didn't. They didn't do it because they had no proof and they were speculating and thinking. You actually think I'm gonna talk about people who have who are on a channel doing absolutely nothing with themselves? You actually think you're relevant enough to for me to talk about you and you ain't doing shit to help anybody? Who the fuck do you help? Nobody. You help yourselves. And all you guys do is talk about money, yourselves, money, and yourselves. That's it. I do the total opposite. And that's why you don't like me. Because I do what you wish you could do. And I don't need three, four, five channels to prove who I am like you do. They do have mental issues. That's why I don't speak to them no more. And that's why they started trouble with me in the first place. Because they do have mental issues. Because anybody who does that shit to me is definitely mental. Because I ain't even done nothing to you. But people just find a way. They find a way to try and like make me look like I'm a bad guy. Because people hate me like that. See, because I'm always cool with everybody. And I'm always like doing readings on here 24/7. I'm always helping people. I'm always doing, trying to do the right thing and be like a person who helps people. And I'm like, this is what you hate. You hate me doing good things. And the thing is I've read for both of these people multiple times. And I owe it. And what have you done for me? Have you read me? Have you gave me anything? Have you done anything for me? No, because I don't care what you give back. Because I'm a giver. I don't need you to give me back. But if you really look at yourselves, what the fuck have you done for me? Nothing. And that's what my friend said. They ain't done shit for me either. So we're gonna choose you over them because we know that you're the one is that's not guilty. And that's how it is now. So you lost your friends that you knew before me. Your friends chose me over you. So what does that say about you? I rest my case. It's that simple. There's nothing else to talk about. That's it. You see what I mean? It's just ignorance and stupidity. And just like people that and then she said in the chat room today that it boiled down to jealousy. Me, jealous of who? Jealous of you? How? It's the other way around. Because a jealous person will always start shit with someone they're jealous of. Am I right or wrong? How does jealousy start? Because you're jealous of somebody that's better than you, does more than you, has a better whole outcome more than you. That's why you're jealous, because you wish you were fucking me. You wish you had people love you like you they love me. But I don't have to go around saying that shit. I speak what I do on here speaks for itself. You're the problem. That's why nobody says fucks to you no more. You fucked yourself. And the only way that you are going to get out of this is to admit your faults, admit you lied, and admit that, hey, look, I fucked up. I'm going to be the better person and apologize for my stupidity. That's it. But you ain't going to do it because that's who you are. You always think you're right. What's the sense of having a channel if you can't say what you want and do what you want? So you want me to do what you want me to do, but you don't want me to say and do what I want to do. Do I go on your channel and tell you don't do that and don't do this? No, because I could care less. That's what's wrong with people. People are identifying as sensitive. I'm so sensitive. Oh my God, Mark's talking about me. Oh my God. If I talk about you, who cares? Talk about me too. I don't care. It don't make no difference to me. Sensitive ass weirdos, man. Can't say nothing in this world without somebody getting mad. I can't even generalize things about somebody getting mad. You're talking about me. You know how many times I talk about divorce on here, right? You know how many times I talk about divorce and marriage and breakups, and some people in here, some of the most nicest people in here, my friends have been divorced, married, got kids, don't have kids, and they never take anything I say personally. You know why? Because they've taken accountability for their life. Some older, some younger. We think I don't know anything about divorce because I ain't been married? My sister got a divorce. My brother got a divorce. So what you think I'm talking about? When I talk about that whole topic, I don't want nobody to hate me for saying the things that I believe in. Because you can come in here and say, hey, I believe this and I believe that. And I'll be like, okay, cool, whatever. We can agree to disagree. My late friend Sue, she used to say, Mark, I don't agree with everything you say. And I know you don't agree with me, but we were best of friends. And that's why I wish she was still alive so she could be in this chat room and show people how it works. Her and I had a lot of different beliefs. Her and I had different political beliefs, different religious beliefs, different beliefs in a lot of things. And she was very smart. She is very smart. And she still helps me in spirit too today. She's still one of my best friends on here. When she was in here, we had disagreements, but we still had love for each other. We didn't let our disagreements and differences of opinions ruin our friendships. Ruin our friendship. Never. If more people were like her, then everything would be okay. But some people just can't handle it. They just can't handle my opinion, but you want me to handle yours. That's not fair. How is it fair that your opinion is better than mine and we can't be friends? Or you think you're better than me and we still can't be friends? Or we can agree to disagree. You know? You think I'm gonna kick you out of my room because you believe in Allah and not in God? You believe in whoever you want. You know? You think I'm gonna kick you out because you're a Muslim or a Jewish person or you're black or white or German or something like that? I don't give a fuck. I have so many different people in here. I never discriminate nobody. We're all human beings. We can have our own ways, our own thought, our own lives, our own beliefs. It don't phase me. Ain't nobody come in here and say, "Oh, Mark, you worship God and you wear Jesus cross. That's bad." No one says that to me. And if you do, I'll say, "Well, that's up to you to believe. I don't care. I'm still gonna be cool with you. Whatever. We can be friends. You don't like Jesus and God, no problem. That's okay. That's for me to believe. That's what I believe in. You believe in something else, I don't care. It don't phase me. But see, this is the problem that's in the world with people. Nobody can just be like, okay, cool. Let's all be cool. Like, they think that way, but that's okay. I still like you for who you are. You're a good person. Like a person for who they are. That's it. You found that person that way, you leave that person that way. Same simple. Dan, I definitely agree with that, and that's exactly what that person does. That's all they do is talk about themselves. And it's sad. I can't stand people who do that all the time. You could talk about yourself, but in like a positive way, but that person always talks about themselves in like in a negative way. They want negativity. No, she's not a reader. She thinks she is, but she's not. She doesn't read tarot. Nah, she don't read tarot like that. She claims she did, but she never showed me that. She has a channel, but she comes on there once in a while. And we were actually cool in here. We were cool. And there was some times where I would talk to her for a while on here. But then like things changed. You know, you see a person's true colors. But I never had anything against her. She always tried to make a problem, and I had to remind her twice. You know, I said, "Why do you think I'm mad at you?" And she was like, "Oh, well, because you say this and you say that." I said, "But I'm not, I'm just teasing you like I tease everybody else. I want the best for you. I want you to do your channel. I want you to be this. I want you to do that. If you say to me, you have gifts and you come from a line, a bloodline of this and that, blah, 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 well, I'll help you open it up. I'll help you. I'll help you like be whoever you, whatever you want to do." And we all supported her, you know, and then you want to do dumb shit. Like then you want to know why. And then you want to say that I'm the one who is like at fault. I'm the one who said shit. How am I the one who said shit if I've been encouraging you all this time? And then if you don't want to be critiqued or talked about, then shut the fuck up when you come in here. If you're gonna come in here every day and talk about yourself and what you want to do and don't do it, then how are people gonna look at you? How are people gonna look at you when you come in here and portray a fraud? You know what I mean? So you're doing it to yourself. But that's what a lot of people do. See, they'll go in a room where they see their friends like me. And this is why I tell people that I don't mind if you tell your friends about me. But remember, they're not my friends. They have to become my friends. And I have to allow them to be my friend. All because they're your friends don't mean they're going to be mine. And I don't want you to be recommending me and bring these crazy people around here. But if you do, I'm probably gonna like 90% of them because they like you, they're probably gonna like me. And we should all be liking each other and helping each other and supporting each other all the time. We all came from somebody else's channel that we know somebody that we know somebody, right? But if you're gonna be my friend and the person's friend, right? Then let's make it that way. Don't try and break our friendship up because you don't look at me like you look at your friend. And then you made your friends choose. That's even dumber. So you should have just like, you should have just went about your business if you didn't feel comfortable in here. I remember one day that I was so busy in here, right? That I didn't see this person come in. And I was there, I'm always passionate about when I read for somebody. But I can multitask. I can also say hello and read and all that. But this day I honestly didn't see her in here. And then I said, I do it millions of times and nobody can say I don't do it. I said, okay, guys, I just finished this reading. Let me go back and see what everybody says. I do it every day. Let me go back so I don't, leave anybody out. So I went back up in the chat and I said, oh, hey, how you doing? I didn't even see you come in. And then she never responded. So the next day she comes in the chat and says, oh, are you mad at me? And I'm like, no. I said, why would I be mad at you for what? She goes, oh, I came in here yesterday and you didn't even speak to me. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I said, if you go back to that live right now. And I was intensely in this person's reading, right? And I went back and said, hey, how you doing? I didn't see you. So she went back into the live, saw it, and came back in here and apologized to me. So this is just to show you what type of person this person is. Me, 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 me. Hi, I want attention. You have to speak to me when you're busy. I don't fucking care. Because I'm more important than the person you're reading for. So when she did that day, I knew that something, like she was looking for fucking unnecessary attention. Like, are you serious, man? Like, come on. And then she was like, I'm sorry, Mark. I saw you do it. My bad. Then about 2 weeks later, she did it again. Oh, it's like you don't speak to me no more. It's like you don't care about me. Woman, what the fuck you want me to do? Kiss your ass every time you come in this room? You ain't none of my company like that. Yeah, you get readings from me, and I give you your reading. So what more you want me to do? You want me to be your best pal and buddy or something? I don't even fucking know you like that. Like you want attention? I'm not the one to give you attention. I'm not giving anybody in here special attention unless I'm reading for you and you're my like close friend. You know what I'm saying? So like why should I and I can say these things because it's the truth. But what you gonna say about me? The first thing you say about me is I talk bad about everybody. I do? Where? Go find it. Go find where I talk bad about every single person. Go find that. Go find a video where I talk bad about everybody. Go find it. You can't, because I don't do that shit. And if I talk bad about somebody, it's my opinion. You act like I want to kill the person I talk about. Fuck you talking about? So what, you never talk bad about anybody? You talk bad about your ex all the time. So what, that's okay? Exactly. So you're lying about me. But for what? I'm still baffled on how this woman and her so-called friend did that shit to me and disrespect me with no remorse, no nothing. And you act like you did the right thing. But you can't find no evidence of me saying your names or actually talking about you directly. Because if you did, you wouldn't have done what you did. So at the end of the day, that's what happened if anybody wants to know. And I've already explained this before, but there's some people in here that don't know. And this is not the first time I've been through this. I've been through this a few times. And it boils down to I don't like Mark because he does things the right way. I don't like Mark because people love him. I don't like Mark because he gets readings every day he comes online. I don't like Mark because they say Mark's right all the time. I don't like Mark because he does this. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. If you don't like me, scroll. Go to another channel. Start your own. Leave me alone. Why is it you have to start trouble with me and I ain't even done nothing to you? I prove my point every time with these people. They have no life. It's like you always want to attack me and I ain't even done that. And it's always people that I read for and help. That's the sad part. I read for you, I help you, I actually tell people about you. You start your channel, I tell people, yeah, go see I'm the first person to say, hey everybody, this person's a reader. Go check them out. When I'm not here, you can go see this person. And there's a lot of readers who do the same thing for me. They'll be like, look, I'm not a medium. Go see Mark. If I'm not here, go see Mark, see what he says. And I do the exact same thing. Hey, everybody, you know so and so right here, they got a channel too. Go check them out. And because I do that, I get hated on. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not. Well, then if you don't want me to do it, then don't come the fuck in here. You see what I'm saying? Like, leave me alone. When you're in your channel, I don't come over there and tell you what to do. And by the way, Fever Dream Animation does animation videos. If you guys want to have a good laugh, he has videos over there. Uh, I know Claudia. I know Fever through Teresa and Mystical, right? I'll go down the list. I know Dan from Marley's. I went into Marley's room one day because I know Marley for like years now. And I knew of her, but now I actually know her. And we're very good friends now. And that's a crime for a lot of people, me being good friends with somebody, especially of the opposite sex. Um, when I went into Marley's room one day, her grandfather in spirit was begging me to give her a message. I gave her the message. She was happy. She was also like, what the fuck just happened? Her daughter was there. They both came back into my room that same night. I finished the reading, gave her the message with no give me money, no give me nothing. Everything was cool. And then the people in her room became my friends. right? And this person I met in Marley's room. So I met idiots in her room, and she's met idiots in my room. And she's met good people in my room. I've met good people in her room. We can't control what people do in our rooms, in your room, and how they deal with you. This is my point, you know? And I used to tease Marley. I say, look at these damn people you bring to me, you know? And we tease each other. But I don't say, fuck you, Marley. I don't bring your damn people around here and don't recommend me to them. I never ever told Marley that because we help each other. We support each other in each other's rooms. I'm like the bouncer in her room. You know, any trolls come here talk shit, I get out, get the fuck out. You know, you know. Dan, Dan and I talk shit to each other all the time. Sometimes Dan apologizes for him talking shit, and I said, "Don't. We're all grown ups. It's all good, bro. We're good." I don't really like Leo man, but I like Dan. He's my favorite Leo man. You know, like someone else used to say in here. You know, but yeah, me and him's cool. You know, Fever, I like you. You're cool. You talk shit. You like talking shit, whatever. Claudia, I met her in my friend Erica's room. Erica also has a channel called The New Strength of Tarot. Her and I are cool. We read for each other, right? We support each other. Claudia met me in there. Now Claudia comes over here. Now Claudia comes into Marley's room, this person's room. We all supposed to be supporting each other, not fucking bringing each other down. For fuck's sake. Like, this is what I've preached from 6 years ago till now. We should all be helping each other, supporting each other. You can get a reading from whoever you fucking want. I don't care. You know, I'm not going to sit there and say you're taking food off my table like these people say to me. And then some people say that, oh, I'm saying that to you. I'm not saying it to you. I told those people about you, you morons. If I didn't want them to come to you, I wouldn't have recommended you to them. I wouldn't even have put you on my community page and said, go see this person. They're my friend. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Did you ever post me on your community page and say, hey, go see my friend Mark? You didn't. But I did it for you. And you still ran around your mouth about me and talk shit. See, because I'm the better person. I'm the better man. You know why? Because I believe in people. I want everybody to have a piece of the pie. You think I give a fuck about money and fame and popularity and who the fuck's getting readings from who? I could care less. There's people in here who don't even get a reading. All they want to do is be a part of the community and be happy and be cool with each other. Back in the day, if you weren't getting a reading, they'll tell you get the fuck out of here because you ain't paying. I would never ever do that to anybody. You come in here and have fun, that's all that matters. I don't give a shit if you never give me $1 a day in your life. It will never ever phase me. But it phases these people because that's the only thing they want. It's money, 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 money. Fame, fame, fame. Likes, likes, likes. Views, views, views. Algorithm, algorithm. I don't give a fuck about that. I have never asked anybody to like my video in here ever. If you come in here and say, I'm a new subscriber, I liked your video, you know what I'm going to say? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Right or wrong. And then you want to sit there and tell me that I'm this and I'm that, but I don't do none of this shit that you do. Fuck out of here. Don't claim I'm something I'm not. Because I don't do that shit. And because I don't do it, doesn't make me less or more than you. It's the way I operate. The way I operate is the way I operate. It's that simple. Leave me alone. If I don't care about your likes or views or your money, then that's the way I am. I've helped people for free all my life. You think I'm gonna stop doing it? No. And that's why you get mad. Because I do both. I make money and I do shit for free. Fuck out of here. Yeah, see, Dan, I blame Marley. See, she bring all these damn people around me. But you know what? You know what? As long as we're good, we're good. But let me tell you something. You know how Tanya got here? Tanya, if you're here, I love you. You know how Tanya found me? Through Star Lourdes Tarot, my good friend. Her and her husband are my great friends. I've known them for years. They're OGs. Star Lourdes Tarot, I'm sure you guys know her. She's like an OG of the tarot. She calls us the OGs of tarot, right? We've been here for a long time. Even before my channel, I always used to hang out with her in another channel. We used to always laugh, have fun. She promoted me without me even knowing. She came in here. I've told this story before and I'll tell it again. This is just to show you that there's good people on here that will help you and not even care about money and popularity and bullshit. Because that's how she is. She's like me. She's a humanitarian. She likes everybody to be happy. And she talks to people that I can't stand. She talks to people who I don't even like. And I've had beef with and disrespected me. She video chatted me one day and said, Mark, I need to talk to you. I said, yeah, sure. What's up? She goes, look, I talked to this person. I talked to that person. And they come in my room and I'm going to, is it okay with you? She was so genuine. And that's why I love her to death because she's one of the only decent, real readers and people that I know that will actually sit down and talk to you and say, look, this is the situation. Are you okay with this person, that person, that person? If not, then I'll make it to where we're gonna be comfortable. I told her, look, I love you, your husband, your channel, and everybody who's in it that I know and I respect. If you want to talk to those people, that's totally up to you. I will never disrespect you because you talk to somebody I don't like. And she says, okay, Mark, I just wanted to make that clear. She came in my room one day. I was here just, talking shit. She says, I've never gotten a real decent medium shit reading. I want you to see if you could pick up my brother. I said, yeah, sure. I didn't even know her brother was passed away. There's a couple people in here at the time. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I connected with her brother. I gave her a medium shit reading. It gave me chills the whole time. She says that her brother is like me, a guy who talks shit, friendly, cool, always trying to help people, always, doing the right things, right? Or like at least trying to help people and do whatever. So she compared her brother to me. So when I connected with him, it was a beautiful reading. Everything went perfect. And she was so amazed at how it worked. I made her more of a believer, right? So about 2 days later, she made a video on her channel promoting me, saying that I'm the best medium that she's ever dealt with in her life. And if anybody wants a real mediumship reading, Mark is the guy. And I didn't even know she posted this. So somebody told me, and I started getting all these subscribers, all these people emailing me. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? How the fuck all these people know who I am now? You know why? Because Star did that. I went and saw her video and I cried. I said, I can't believe this woman did this. And I messaged her. I said, you didn't have to do that. Now you're going to get all these crazy fucking people come around here. Right? So I was teasing her. Right? So, she goes, no, Mark, I had to tell people about you because people need you. I needed you. And you proved to me that, this shit's for real. Like, not that she didn't know, but she did that for me and she didn't have to. Right? But she did it because she's got a great heart. She's a good person. So because she did that, it brought like 400 people my way. And then I became monetized right after that because of her. See what I mean? So because Spirit says, if you're not going to do it, Mark, we're going to find somebody to help you. See, God puts people in your path because you're a good person. And good people come into your life. They won't care if you're like on their level or next to them or making money or they're bringing people to your channel. She could care less. She just wanted to share her experience with people. And that's how I know Tanya, because Tanya was one of the first people to email me. Miss Bikini, she said in the email, look, Mark, I don't really have no money right now. My husband died. Star told me, I met you through Star. I saw the video. Can you please help me? You know what I did? She came in my room a day after that. I never responded to her email. She came in my room and I gave her a reading on her husband. And she's been my friend ever since. And I ended up introducing her to everybody else. And then she went out of her way to give Marley all these cards. Who does that? Good people. See what I'm saying? So now we're all cool with each other because of one person bringing all of us together. So that's why people are jealous. That's why people are ignorant and do stupid shit to me and to other people. Because you can't get that acknowledgement, you want to make sure you try to make me look bad. You're never going to make me look bad because the people who love and care about me is the only ones that matter. That's why I've come a long way. I keep doing good. Even though the bad people come around and talk shit, fuck them. You could have stayed a part of a good thing, but you didn't because of your jealousy and your stupidity and your ignorance. So now it's not my problem. And Star had a podcast last year, right? And I don't think she had it this year, but last year she had a podcast, I believe. And I was on there 3 times, 2 or 3 times I was her guest, talking about all these type of things. Why? And she had some of the people in her room and on the podcast that I didn't like at all. And I never treat her different because that's how I am. I don't care if you associate with people I don't like. That's your thing. I'm never gonna come to you and say, if you talk to that person, then don't talk to me. Never you'll hear me say that shit. I don't care. You can talk to whoever you want. I don't give a shit. Don't you know that by now? But people are just weird, man. A lot of people on YouTube and readers and wannabe readers and wannabe mediums and wannabe everything, they're just lost in the matrix. They just don't understand how to be decent. They just want to be bad. They want drama. They want to aggravate you. They want to disrespect you. Yeah, Dan, you know I love you when you sleep, bro. I love everybody when they sleep, not just you. What's the matter, Diamond? Everybody's worried about you. Tell everybody I'm good. I'm just dramatic. Look at all the rain on my window. Just poured. There she is. See, nice and calm, like she's supposed to be. See, she probably had heartburn yesterday. Poor sight, but she's okay. I laid down with her on her bed, and I was patting her and calming her down. She's all right. I just wish that she wouldn't devour everything in her sight. But I can't. I can't. I'm not her mouth and her brain. That's why when I give her water, I just give her like a half a cup every time, so she won't go crazy and drink it all one time. Pain in the ass. All right, guys. I've been on here for 2 hours, and I'm glad I can inform you guys of what's going on and what that post meant. I'm still not going to say the person's name because I don't really want to give that person that type of you know exposure because I'm not the type of person to be doing those things. But yeah, I don't even want to mention that person anymore. I want to move on from that. I thought I did move on from it, but apparently they want to keep running their mouths. And they did it again today in someone else's chat room. they were in there talking shit again, trying to get my attention, knowing fully well I'm in there. And, anyway. And the thing is, I have evidence of them talking shit. And they just don't stop. They just love to talk shit. It bothers them that much that they want to talk about me every day and watch my videos. So, there you go. Not my problem. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I should be back later on. Uh, my sister and my nephews are going to a beach party tonight, but it might get canceled due to the rain. But if it doesn't get canceled, they're going to be gone and I'm going to be here. So I'll probably go live in a couple hours' time. I'll be back. But I'm going to go make some lunch and I'm going to go check out my nephew and see what he's doing because he's home over there by himself. I'm going to take Miss Diamond outside to go do her business. And I hope you guys have a great day at work. Thanks, Fever. Always a pleasure having you here. And Rudy, I hope you feel better. Marley, I hope you have a great day. And no, I don't blame you for bringing that person in my life. They chose to disrespect us, so that's their problem. You make your bed, you sleep in it. I always love you, Marley, you know? And hopefully my friend is doing good and bring her healing. And yeah. And yeah, anybody else? Claudia, good seeing you. Uh, make sure the door doesn't affect you, you know? And thank you for the laugh. Giovanna, good to see you always. And Dan, you're still my favorite Leo when you sleep. I hope you and Mama's doing good. My friend Becca came in here and gave me an update on her daughter. She's doing good and her daughter's doing good. A lot of good news today, so let's keep it positive. And when I come back on live, I do not want to talk about this person again. And we're going to talk about other things, not this person. Okay? Yeah, that's a wrap. I'll see you all later. Take care. Wish you all a good day. Bye.